and welcome to the M&M Show. We're going to bring energy to our body with speed. Today we have an interesting exercise. It's basically a lateral knee drive movement. It does take some coordination, and the tempo, the speed, we're actually going slow, but our movements are very defined and aggressive. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a lead up to what this looks like. So obviously lateral is side. I'm going to start on one leg, so we've got balance going on here as well too. We've got opposite arm, opposite foot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move laterally and then immediately change legs. So it looks like this. So you want to practice that movement first. Now I'm going to put it together. I'm going to go 3 one side and 3 the opposite direction. Obviously, if you have more space, you can increase your distance. So I'm going to start over here. It's going to look like this. Now I'm going to reverse it. Again, not really easy. Don't be surprised if you maybe lose your balance. This is good anytime we're doing a single leg exercise. That is very beneficial for us. I'll do it again, closer, and also that you can see it a little bit, not in slow motion, but one step at a time. So again, I'm loading on one leg. I've got my inside knee up at 90 degrees, opposite hand, opposite arm. I'm going to move laterally. There we go. From here. So again, drive that knee, control your body, and you will increase your speed. So 2 claps for lateral movement with knee drive. And remember, train like a pro.
So with your mindset tip for today, what we're talking about is picking one stretch area that you could focus on. So you've got your 3 core inner superpowers, and just look outside of that and just entertain what possibilities could you grow, could you build, could you improve in? What's that one stretch area? So rather than throw yourself out of your comfort zone and stretch too far, some people do enjoy that, but most people are a lot more successful when you just pick one area that you know that you could stretch in. It's achievable, it's realistic, but also it will push you. So pick that one stretch area and of course, write it down.
Hey, Emma, it is now time for our magnitude question, which is, what possibilities are you entertaining?
Well, thank you for that question. And I'd love to share a little bit of a background of even why that magnitude question's come up. When I was 21, I did one of my first ever sort of life coaching, personal development courses. And we had to write an essay on who am I? And I remember thinking, oh my goodness, like I spent hours and I'm writing this thing and I'm like, that's not who I am. That's what I do. And then I'm like, oh, it was like just painful. And then, of course, when we arrived the next day, you had to rip it up and you just had to say, who I am is the possibility of love, self-acceptance, and courage. And that is who I am. And you had to get up and say this in front of there was 200-300 people in the room. So instead of having to read your one page where you were just like, I was agonizing over it because I really had no idea who I was.
Yeah.
And it's still always an evolving process, right?
Right.
So
yeah.
I love the question of entertaining the possibility of certain qualities. So that's a little brief background and maybe give you some context for really, an answer today. And I think, with regards to, if I just could pick one possibility for today, it just would be who I am is a possibility of bravery.
Right.
And that is who I am. And making brave choices, especially right now with regards to some things that I'm pursuing.
Right.
So,
right.
So how does that resonate in preparation for your answer?
Yeah, I don't know that my answer will quite reach that level.
But here's the cool thing, show. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. But the wording is really cool. So who I am is the possibility of, and then just insert a quality or something that you're working on, or that you want to attract into your life.
Right. So I think I'm always trying to attract more bravery and more courage. There's always that possibility of more of that. This is a hard, you know what, Emma, this might be, for me, the toughest magnitude question that we've had. I know you're trying to push me along here with an answer.
No, but no. It'll come to you when it's meant to.
Yeah. And candidly, nothing's coming. I'm not having a vision right now, which is maybe not a good thing. Maybe it's just my frame of mind for this particular day.
No, I think, thanks for sharing that, and again, being vulnerable, because but when something will come up, and when it does, just send me a text. I'm your little accountability buddy.
Yeah.
And just text it in that frame. That's the most important thing of this question.
Yeah.
It's just who I am is the possibility of.
Right.
One thing, two, it's just three maximum. And that is who I am. And if people could just sometimes adopt that and embrace that, and put in a quality that, that there's something that they're wanting to attract into their life, amazing things can open up, and the universe can really, align. So I think the most important thing is the structure of the sentence.
I agree. Yeah.
So when it comes, don't ever force it. So I love the way you answered, because a lot of people might be thinking exactly what you're thinking.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
perfect.
And I think it's a great question for our audience to ponder as well too. I think this is probably one of our most enlightening and soul-searching questions that we've had on this show. So thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I love that it had such a profound impact on me as a young person.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could be the possibility of something rather than, playing the victim or making excuses for what I've always done.
Exactly.
So,
excellent.
Well, on that note, thank you everyone for tuning in.
Have a great day.
That's us signing off as the M
Show, and that is your daily energy boost.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.